What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to this series of the Project YJ. If you didn't watch the introduction to this series, go check that video out. I'll leave it in the description below. But today we got part one of the series. If you couldn't already figure that out by the title, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be pulling out the seats in the YJ and kind of cleaning everything off. Give it a good hose down, a wash, give the tub completely clean, dry it off. We'll leave it out in the Texas sun over here because it's like 95 degrees outside today. What we're going to be doing is spraying this undercoating on there, Rust-Oleum undercoating. This was left behind by the previous owner, and got 2 full cans of it. It's kind of like half-assed done already, but we're gonna make it all nice. So I'm also gonna pull the carpet out of the back. I really don't want any kind of carpeting or anything in there. It just looks kind of gross, especially with it being left outside. So we're gonna knock that out, and probably later on we're gonna get the fenders pulled off and sand those down. Got a palm sander over here. We'll knock that out, sand them down, black them up, and kind of just redo all of the other black bits, like the railing on the side, in the rear, and the bumper in the back. We're gonna be taking that off. And one other thing I'm going to show you real quick. This is the railing I was talking about that we're going to be sanding down and repainting. But this back here, I'm taking off these little bumpers. They look ridiculous because they're chrome. I just don't like those at all. They kind of stand out and they're weird. So we're going to take that off. We're going to sand down, scuff up the bumper and the hitch, paint that black. I'm going to take off these little chrome covers on the license plate, or not the license plate, Jesus Christ, on the tail lights, and we're going to black those out as well. I don't know, maybe you guys can tell me what you think. I don't know if I'm going to be painting the grill black. It's chrome right now. I was thinking about taking the headlight bezels out, doing those in black, but I don't know. Let me know what you think about the grill. This little louver back here, we're going to be painting that black as well because that just kind of looks weird. I might just take that off altogether if the grill behind this is okay. These hinges I'll probably leave for now, but yeah, that's about it. We're gonna get these fenders off like I mentioned and black those out. But for right now, we are gonna work on first getting this canopy, excuse me, getting this canopy up, this pop-up canopy 10 by 10, put it over the Jeep because I'm not trying to get any more sunburn than I already am. Hashtag Team Skin Cancer. So again, it's like 95 degrees outside. The cicadas are chirping, and you know, that Texas heat. So we'll get the camera back on the tripod. We'll get that canopy up and go to town. All right, that was a pain in the ass to get this thing up with one person, but it's well worth it because it's so much cooler in the shade. So it's gonna be kind of hard to see because we're shooting from darks into lights now, but we'll have to make do, unfortunately, because I'd rather do that than, you know, die of heat exhaustion. So anyway, we're gonna be working on getting these seats out. Now we've got, looks like one bolt there, a bolt over there, and maybe one in the back as well. And we'll figure out the same thing for the rear seat. Oh, that's, looks like our job's already been done for us pretty much, except it's being held in somewhere over there. And I'm assuming same thing on the passenger seat of the driver. So I'm gonna go ahead and set the camera up. We'll get these bolts out and get rocking and rolling. All right, so a 9/16 is what we need. That's so funny. I literally have never used my, wow, those were loose. Never used my standard socket set. I've always had imports, obviously with the bikes as well. Never had anything American made because I swore I never would. But this is different because these things are freaking tanks. Alright, where's the other one? Up here? Yeah, all these are loose, which is kind of scary. You know what? I'm gonna see if my impact driver will fit. It's just a 1/4 inch DeWalt, nothing crazy. Beautiful. Okay. What else we got? Is that it, really? No, there's something else holding it on. Oh, is that a bolt from the bottom? Oh, it is. We got bolts from the bottom too. Okay. That's where the bottom of the seat other bolt is. It's kind of cool. A little annoying, but hey, you know, whatever. Then we're gonna do the same thing over there on the other side too. Just go ahead and get this one off. There should be another one. Presumably that. right there. So we'll see. We'll go ahead and get these off. It just didn't dawn on me how absolutely clean the underside is. No rust whatsoever. The liner's still good. Alright, there's seat number 1. You can see how long those bolts are on the bottom side there. How much that sucked to get off. So we're going to be careful when we set that down, because we don't want to fuck those bolts up. Got a bunch of floor plugs to replace. Another funny thing is I found literally $10 and like 71 cents in change in this thing, between the glove box, the cup holder, and then all over the floor. So made an even trade for my bike for it and made $10. Let's go ahead and check out this bench seat in the back. So that's completely detached. I'm gonna fold this guy down. Oh, all right. Yeah, it's just literally 100% detached. So we might just leave that seat out, honestly, because I don't really plan on having anybody back there. It's kind of cramped. Let me get my big ass out of there. All right. Well, that was easy. Some more trash. No drugs or anything, so that's good. Alright, luckily on the passenger side, the bolts were all up top, so I was able just to impact them off without having to use the hand wrench. But we're going to go ahead and get these seatbelts out. They're T50 Torx. I'm going to go ahead and pull this carpet out off of these, which should be literally, put the seatbelt down, should be literally as easy as just lifting it off. I'm sure this is not secured in any way, shape, or form. Little pigtail connector there. We'll throw that away in a minute. Alright, so it looks like it's stuck behind this trunk insert, which I can just pull this out. The dude never bolted that in, so go ahead and get that out. It's alright guys, I know it's hard to see, but it's too hot to not have this canopy out here. I don't think he ever bolted it down. Nope, he didn't. So we will have to do that, because there's no point in having a trunk insert if it's not lockable. Alright. I'm going to pull these seat belts out as well, because we have no back seat anymore. And those will stay out. And there's that last one. Let's see if I can reach that. Yep. Here's our trailer hookup lighting. I'll have to find a way to store that. I might run it into the trunk insert. But yeah, we're tossing this carpet. That carpet is, as Mighty Carmod would say, grot. I'm going to stick these bolts back in, just so I don't lose those. Looks like this one's already... Oh, that one's been stripped out. That's wonderful. Someone not using the right tools. So now that you can actually see, this is what we're working with. So we're going to hose all this down, spray it all off. I'm going to rip that side of the carpet out. I'm going to go ahead and take this out because I don't know what it is. Maybe I'll leave that. But we got our trailer lighting kit. I'll have to tuck that up somewhere, zip tie it somewhere. Then we'll bolt in our trunk. It looks like there's already been holes drilled, so we just need to, excuse me, get some screws to lock that down. But yeah, let's go ahead and rip the carpet out, and then we will bring the hose out from over here, spray this girl down. Alright, I went ahead and disconnected the battery because there's some exposed wiring up there from the previous owner doing a kind of hot wiring it because the key was lost. And it was still able to be started with a screwdriver. So I went ahead and unplugged the battery, and we're going to spray this sucker down. And we'll make sure everything's dry before we reconnect the battery. I'm going to hook up my air compressor and blow everything out. We'll really get some soap in here, and we'll get it nice and clean. Actually, you know what I should do probably before I start spraying is get that center console out. I forgot I was going to do that. Alright, I've gone ahead and moved the canopy so the water would dry. I also, I totally forgot to record, but I went ahead and sprayed the entire back section in the undercoat. Looks pretty good. Took 2 cans, plus the gate here, the tailgate. Went ahead and resprayed that, so that looks nice and flat. Now, this actually looks pretty good, except for the bed there. A lot of splotches and heavy spots from the previous coating. I didn't sand that. I didn't want to mess with it. I'm going to do this the right way. Eventually, this is just a nice little temporary fix. I'm gonna do it the right way. I do bed liner in the entire thing, so that'll look really, really nice, like rhino liner or something like that. Now, obviously, I haven't touched the front half here. I also need to spray. I sprayed that. I need to spray that side over there. I haven't touched the front half. I got to go get some more from O'Reilly's just down the road. They don't have any Rust-Oleum undercoat. They have Duplicolor, and it's on sale, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab that. If it's a different shade of black, I really don't care. It all is the same to me, honestly, since the seeds are gonna be here anyway, so it's not a huge deal. But I'm gonna go run and get some of that, come back, and we will continue. Alright everybody, it's the following day. I'm going to try not to be too loud, as it is 8 in the morning. I don't want to wake anybody up. The apartment's across from the garage, but I went ahead and got that bumperette off the left side. I had to take an angle grinder to the bolts. I was reading through some of the Jeep forums, and people were like, "No, I thought Jeeps were easy to work on." Apparently these inside bolts everybody has problems with when taking these off. And some guy said, use an angle grinder, that's why Jeeps are easy to work on. I was like, you know what, you're right. So I took an angle grinder to it. Took an angle grinder to this top one as well. I was gonna need to change out the disc, but it was getting a little bit late to be running an angle grinder in an apartment complex, so I stopped that. We'll tackle that another day. I know it looks kind of ridiculous, but you know, it is what it is. The interior though looks fantastic with the black. I shot this yesterday, this clip, but the microphone wasn't on, so yeah, the flat black looks good. So eventually I'm just going to sand, you know, all this down and rhino liner it and do it the right way, but for now, looks pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and probably order the plasti dip as well. I might just do headlights and do some LED tail lights, because these things are actually super dim. And we'll worry about the paint later, because it really doesn't look that bad. It's a Jeep, whatever. Scratches add character. So I'm gonna do some LED headlights in the front. After I do that, then I'll probably paint these bezels black. So that'll look good. What I also did was went ahead, and it's kind of hard to see, I sprayed the seat bracket on the driver and the passenger side, and the seatbelt covers. Went ahead and sprayed those black as well. The seatbelt covers, like the seatbelt arm plastic cover, that's what I'm talking about. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and change the oil, spark plugs, and air filter before work. So thank you guys for watching. Stick around for part 2 of the series, which I'm about to film right now. Like I said, that's gonna be the oil change, spark plugs, and air filter. And we might dump some seafoam in the gas tank tube. That's not like a how-to, you just dump it in there. But forgive my mess in here. Just got stuff laying everywhere. Obviously all this stuff is Jeep parts, so I gotta figure out how I'm gonna organize that. Might have to put some stuff on that shelf over there. So that my fairing kit was up there for my bike, now that I don't have the bike in here. Plenty of room. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for the next one. I'm filming that right now, and I hope you have a good one.